I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Yesterday, we celebrated 25 years of the establishment of Petra Christian Academy. This is the secondary section of the school. Here we have a hall. I don't know if it is open. We have a hall here. It's not open. So we have a hall here, our assembly hall. We have a laboratory downstairs. We have a library there. We have an examination hall. And this is another wing. Down there is the primary section. And you can come. Let me do like a game. Bring the camera. Carry the camera. So, we have the primary section there, and we have the printing press there. That building is the printing press where the generator is humming. So we print our exercise books, we print our drawing books. We have a publishing company run by my son and my wife. Somewhere there, we have the canteen there. This is my daughter's shop. We have a bookshop there. Then we have a reception there. And then that expanse of land is an extra land that we have. And there is an old building there that we will knock down in the future to build a conference center, an event center for our activities and all that. I want to just share with you a brief history of this place. 25 years ago, I was 41 years. I came into town at the age of 40 after having sold the hospital. And I found out that one of the things we needed to do was to establish schools like the ones my children attended at Aba, where I got born again, the Living Word Ministries. Because I found out that when I opened a school for the Church of God Mission, it was an avenue to reach out to the younger people. To change this country, we need to create a gap between my generation and the generation of our children and the parents of our grandchildren. And Sigmund Freud said that the personality of an adult is determined to 75% degree by within the first 5 years of the person's existence. If you look at most of those who played for the Super Falcons, there are people who were born outside this country, who grew up outside this country. You can see their unity, their friendship, their cohesion, and their resilience. They were not discouraged. So I felt that if I could raise another generation of Nigerians based on two principles, righteousness and excellence, then I can put into the system of Nigeria a new generation. So the first thing I did, we started by building that one. We built that one. That whole place was waterlogged. And then I would stand in the water will reach me to my knees, and I would call these buildings into existence. And then I sold my car and bought the first strip of granite. So we built this place. From there, we moved to this place. And we subsequently built a hostel somewhere here. I don't know if people can capture it. We have a hostel block somewhere here. It's not very visible. But just span it, that gray building there is a hostel block. But today, we don't use it as a hostel. We use it as accommodation for people. We rent it out. So there were key principles that we put into place. Number one, the principle of self-denial. As a medical doctor, I was here. I used to borrow a machete, cutlass, to clear this road because I didn't have money. So I would clear the road, cut the road out. I didn't have money, so I borrowed the cutlass to clear the road. Self-denial. If I carried the garment of being a medical doctor and tried to still be posing as a medical doctor, I would not have been able to start. So, the principle of self-denial. And then the principle of delayed gratification. That is to say, they are my mates that I was preaching with, my mates that were doing ministry with me, people around me. When they have money, they were buying luxuries, buying fantasies, buying clothes and all that. My wife and I, we punished ourselves so that we can celebrate ourselves today. So delayed gratification. We were extremely frugal. We saved every penny. We reinvested every penny. I remember that at one time we couldn't buy a whole chicken. We would go somewhere there and buy chicken legs, chicken wings, and the neck. That's what we used to cook with melon soup, egusi soup. That was all we had to eat. And so, but we were always focused. So, delayed gratification. Don't eat your future today. Don't celebrate when you are supposed to be starting. Don't celebrate when you are supposed to be cultivating. The period of cultivation is the period of stress and sacrifice. A lady once said that I don't dress well. And he told her bishop, and the bishop called me to the office after I finished preaching. Instead of listening to the message I preached, he said his members complained that I don't dress well. And I know the lady. Today, check me out, baby. Check me out. And everything I'm wearing, I didn't buy, including the hat. They are gifts. When you succeed, what you need to look good, people will give them to you. The cars I drive are gifts. Somebody gave me a Hilux truck, gave me a Mercedes 450 GLE Formatic. And when you succeed, people will give to you. The best way to have is to have. It is he who has that more is given. Even in giving, you cannot give what you don't have. And the church must start teaching people about having. If you don't have, you can't invest. And so we practice this principle of delayed gratification, reinvestment. When we have money, we'll put it somewhere that will bring more money that we'll put here. That included recording cassettes at home. That included duplicating them. Thank God for Brother Chuma Okora for blessed memory. They will send money, send cassette duplicators and all that. And then look inward. We looked inward and found out that I had enough intellectual material to write books. And so we will sell books. Self-denial. When I go to preach with my wife, she doesn't come as wife of Dr. Apoki, nurse midwife, this. She will sit sometimes at the entrance to the church, sometimes in the boot of the car, the back of the car, raise the bus, the boot of the bus up, and then she will be selling books from there. It is with those books that we train children. It is with those books that we are able to continue building here. So, delayed gratification. The next thing is determination. We resolved that we are going to start with the foundation when we started building this site. And that night, I prayed. When I prayed, I told God that I needed 38 million to build then, but we spent more than that, maybe 10 times that over. And so, but declare what you want to achieve. When you desire, then you declare. I've been saying this over and over. When you declare, the environment will rearrange itself to help you. The environment becomes partial towards you. When I declared that, I went to preach somewhere, and the pastor, after preaching, he told them to come and shake me, and people shook my hand. One day put a check of 50,000. The cumulative money I got was 50,000 plus honorarium. It amounted to about 200,000. And as I was driving down, I got to the PTI, the DSC roundabout, and I held the steering wheel and I said, I will build this school. I will build this school. There were times my children were here with me. There were times I joined the workers to work. Then the next thing is to drive your vision. I was the first security man. I cleaned toilets here. I carried children on my back. I was the bus driver. I used to go as far as Igbo. For those of you who know this area, I used to go to Ughelli, go to Afesere, go to Agbara to carry children. Some of the children, the parents will be there. One of them in particular, the parent will sit in her shrine. I will cross the water to carry the child on my back and bring him to the bus. The woman thought she was intimidating me or that she had paid for bus, but she was just being uncooperative. Today, she can't smell my back. In the process of driving your dream, people will look down on you. But if you don't stop, they will look up to you. I think you should write that down. In the process of driving your dream, people will look down on you. But if you don't stop, a time will come, they will look up to you. And so, we sacrificed a lot. My children, we started with 5 children across the road. My children were teaching, and my daughter still teaches till today. And so, you must put sweat capital. There are some things your family members need to do in your dream so that you don't employ more people, then you can save more capital, and then you can go on. The other principle is the principle of gradualism. We did not start at once. When somebody comes here, you will just see this big place. You will think that we started at once. You will discourage yourself. You will confuse yourself. We started there. When we started there, okay, we started across the road with 5 children. I will wear a suit, go there, I will teach. Then from there, we crossed over to this place after 2 years. I told myself after 2 years, I must leave that accommodation. So we came here. And then we started, we built. Then even before plastering, we started using. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start with who you have. Start with what you have. Start when you need to start. Don't wait until conditions are perfect. The problem with this young generation is that they always look for what you need to add. Why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you do this? Why are you not wearing a lapel microphone? Why are you not that? You see, start with what you have. Start with who you are. Start where you are. Start when you need to start. If you are waiting for the conditions to be perfect before you start, you will never start. My wife would say, it is only what is started that is finished. It is when you start, don't stop. So far, you don't let people meet you where they left you. And so from there, we came here, and what you are seeing now is a process of gradually beautifying the place, gradually. These tiles were not here initially. These tiles were not here. This floor was not tiled. It is the process. Kaizen, keep improving, keep improving. When the money comes, don't eat the money. Don't aggrandize yourself with the money. Don't listen. Don't cut your trees to sow seed. If they pay school fees here, For one term, it is 3 months salary for my workers. In December, you need to pay salary 4 times from September, October, November. You pay twice in November. So when they pay school fees, we frugalize the school fees. From September, we start collecting the salaries for December. If not, your teachers will run away. Then there's one other thing that happened. We had multiplicity of income. In this place, we have the canteen, we have the printing press, we have school buses, we have buses there that do transportation, we have a canteen there. You can zoom on the buses that do transportation because there is a problem with transport in Ughelli. So we provide services. In your business, the more products, the more services, the more sales you can make, the more money you will get. If not, if we are depending on school fees, we will not have reached this level. Now, the thing about business is that you must establish presence. People were bringing their children here because they were definite that we will always be here, that I will always be here. Then my daughter was in the university, she read education, and she graduated, did a master's, and she's here with the mother, so I don't need to be here, let me do other things. But I was always here. I will come early. I will check the uniforms of the children. As the children are closing, I will put powder on their backs, on their faces, powder their necks. I will carry them on my back and be dancing with them. They touch my body, they do me 10-10. One of them will say, Bioda kaye mishmo, I'm the Bioda. Bioda kaye mishmo. Now my mommy, I want to, but Bioda kaye me. I will carry. Some of them, their children are now in this school after 25 years. So if they came here at the age of 2, 3, they are about 28, 30, they have had children. So we have grandchildren here. And there is a family that we rewarded yesterday. They've been with us for 22 years. There's somebody that graduated yesterday. We have employed her as an office staff. She came to this school at the age of 4 months. And the mother was teaching, so she was in the crèche area. And she's 4 months, she has finished school. And we employed her because she knows the principles and the culture, the corporate culture of the school. Now, one of the things about business, you must have corporate culture. We don't just admit students. We don't just admit learners. We do an exam for them. You must meet a basic qualification before you enter the school. It's not it's not a business, it's not a restaurant. So it's a school. You must meet basic qualifications. You won't do an exam malpractice in this place. You dare not grow rude to my teachers, I will expel you. You dare not mention cultism here. Somebody came here and said they talked about purple beret. I expelled him immediately. So when you do business, there is the period of advertisement, there is the period of attraction, there is this period of acceptance, there is the period of adaptation. The people have to adapt to what you want to bring out. There is the period of addiction. When the people come, they get addicted to your system. There are families where all their children pass through this place. They get addicted to your system. After that, there is the period of rejection. Any person that cannot fit into this system vomits people. That is, if your character cannot fit into our specifications, we vomit you. And once people see exclusivity, they want to belong. Exclusivity, that's why you see people want to join calls, people want to be this, people want to be that. It's exclusivity. Anything that is too open, people don't value it. So we set a standard, and I will tell my children we are the best. And it's at a point we were not advertising. Because God asked me, the secondary school you attended in Ughelli here, Government College Ughelli, do they advertise? I said no. He said, does Oxford advertise? I said no. See, it's their products that advertise them. So we decided to make our products our adverts. But you see, you need to be, Nokia is not in the market like before. Bongo Coffee, Kettle Tea, they're not in the market. It is when you fail to adapt to evolving environment. When we started, this town was a small town, there were no telephone networks and all that. There was only one bank, only two banks, First Bank and Union Bank, and maybe New Nigerian Bank. But God told me that the town was going to improve and that I should establish and grow with the town. So there was a period when new banks started coming in, I cleaned the toilet myself. That Sunday, I cleaned it. On Monday, school resumed. One woman came and said, we are new in town, and my husband said I should come and look at the toilets. And another parent told her, you can eat in their toilets. It's clean. Because I cleaned the toilets. And so when the elite started coming, we were evolving to meet their taste. If not, we will have remained stagnant. So that, and in the past 25 years, we have put in new ideas. You never come here and meet this school the same way. You can never come here and meet this school the same way. My principle of my wife, don't let those who left you meet you how and where they left you. Then one of the things that has helped us is that we try to maximize ourselves and our circumstances. We have a canteen there. We started using the home economics lab. That should be the third door there. We started using the home economics lab to produce snacks. And instead of our children buying things from outside or bringing food from outside, we have snacks there. We have rice for them. We have drinks. We have chairs and tables for them to sit on. So you maximize your opportunities, you maximize your clients, you provide solutions, you save them stress, you save them money, and you save them time. Now, so that this video will not be too long, you need partnership. Partnership. In the beginning, every person in the family, they were involved in the process. One of my last born, granite poured into the gutter there. I told him, enter the gutter and pack them. So he packed them out. I gave him some money. I told him, join the workers to fill one of the classrooms. Join the workers to fill one of the classrooms. Then I paid him. I said, do you know why I told you to do that? So that you will know what it took us to build this place, so that you don't sell it when I die. So, two key principles, and I'm done. You must always listen to God. Always listen to God. Then depend on His grace. Depend on His grace. This place used to be a pond, very deep pond. In fact, from foundation to the floor there is 7 blocks. That is nearly to the lintel of a building. And we needed to fill it. And God helped me. We were filling with is it 11 tippers or 7 tippers for 14 days. Till today, I don't know how I managed to pay them. But partnership with my wife, if you remain together as husband and wife, and you plan together, there is nothing you cannot achieve. From here, we were able to train children, 3 children in Europe, and people would think that that's 17 years or 18 years back. The good thing is that we are not owing, We have never begged for food. We have never begged to pay school fees. We have never begged. We have always trusted God in the most difficult circumstances. We have always managed the little we have. Nothing will ever be enough for you not to finish. The more you have, the more you want to eat. The more you eat, the hungrier you will become the next morning. The more you increase your taste and your values, the more you will see something new that you don't have that you need to buy. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. 25 years of partnership with my wife, my family, and with God. Every money I received, I had a feeling, an idea that it was not my money. It was my family money, and the money belonged to the Ughelli community and to my generation. So I managed it frugally. Today, I don't know how many workers we have. We have lots of workers, both here and at Okokoko. We have drivers, we have mechanics, we have electricians, we have bricklayers, we have people, tailors that sew uniforms. Those monies that I had from preaching, from writing books, from selling cassettes, if I had eaten them to aggrandise myself, people benefiting from whatever we are doing today would not have benefited. I want to thank those churches. I want to thank those people who had faith in me. I want to thank the parents that brought their children. I want to thank our workers. I want to thank our king. I want to thank every person that has contributed. Most importantly, I want to thank Mrs. Felicia Apoki. I did a video why I left my wife. People thought I divorced her. No. I left everything in her hands. And yesterday, she and my daughter amazed me. They did not fail me. Just like as I did a video, I did not fail my father. Women grow beyond orgasm, grow into organization, and be a blessing to your husband and to your generation. Dr. Charles Apoki is still with my name. I have properties for sale. I have a webinar coming up on investing more intelligently. I have books online. Go to Dr. Charles Apoki podcast. We'll review our books there. Order them. We have t-shirts we are selling online. Follow the bottom of at the tail end, you will see the advert. We're going to produce a set for the Nigerian environment. They will look like this. You will see bust you, now you sabi. Don't let your erection give you direction. I prefer financial orgasm. You motivate an idiot, it becomes a motivated idiot, and several others. Send the message to +234 80 21 21 92 62 for counseling and for everything I have mentioned. God bless you.